And still on that, Kenya risks losing the economic gains it has made in the last quarter as it imposes new restrictions to curb the spread of COVID-19. Economists warn President Uhuru Kenyatta restricted travel in the capital Nairobi and 4 surrounding counties will have a devastating impact on the economy. The business community was left guessing whether the head of state will roll out any financial relief measures to cushion an already contracting economy. KTN's Brenda Kerubo unpacks why this is causing jitters across the business landscape.
It seems like March 2020 is repeating itself all over again. Cessation of movement, curfews and the shutdown of some businesses. A disease that has ravaged lives and livelihoods is not yet done. President Kenyatta knows all too well how the disease has wreaked havoc in the economy.
Whereas the foregoing measures will indeed have some adverse effects on our economy and constrain our usual way of life, the measures are temporary and necessary to contain the spread of the disease.
But he says the cost of not acting now is far greater, therefore imposing new restrictions to curb the spread of the disease.
Well, I think we are entering a period of great confusion because we don't even know the timelines with some of the measures because we are told things will be locked down indefinitely.
Data reveals that of the 5 counties put down under lockdown, 70% bear the largest infection numbers. The counties include Kajiado, Nairobi, Nakuru, Kiambu and Machakos combined account for 38% of the country's economy. The fresh round of the lockdown is posed to affect several sectors significantly. Accommodation and food service was one of the key sectors affected by last year's restrictions. Activity decreased by 57.9%. Yet again, it's on the chopping board. The new restrictions indicate restaurants will serve takeouts only. A move that will see waiters, other hotel staff rendered jobless. Tourism, a key revenue earner, lost 110 billion Kenya shillings in revenue between January and October due to stringent measures like stopping movement into and out of regions affected by COVID-19. Yet again, it's facing the same travel restrictions. Local airlines such as Jambojet will, effective Monday, suspend flights between Nairobi and Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, Malindi and Diani.
In tourism, we don't see any growth this coming year. You remember last year we went from projected 5% growth to deep in the negative.
Other sectors affected by the new restrictions include education. This is the second time the president has suspended learning activities. Policymakers were optimistic of a rebound this year. Treasury had projected economic growth to expand by at least 6.4%. Economists now warn the gains could actually be revised. While the president maintains the measures will help save lives, lack of a clear economic stimulus plan leaves a lot to be desired. In the first lockdown, the following measures were put in place to cushion businesses and Kenyans. Tax relief measures which eased the burden on tax-paying Kenyans, as well as companies which had a tax reduction on both VAT and corporation tax. Other significant measures were the setting up of a 53.7 billion shilling war chest to cushion businesses. The most strategic of all the measures, according to analysts, was the reprieve for borrowers when the central bank prevailed upon banks to revise loan repayments, as well as no fee for mobile-based money transactions below 1,000 shillings.
It's very important, especially from the economist's part, the Treasury and the CBK, to be able to say now that people will lose jobs, now that businesses will shut down, can we think of the measures, for example, with the tax cuts that had been put last year? Can we have that moratorium on loans being extended again?
The country is grappling with the third wave of coronavirus infections, with health facilities stretched to capacity as hospital admissions increased by 52% in the last 2 weeks. Brenda Kerubo, KTN News.
And in similar news, Friday's presidential address no doubt left more questions than it may ever have